Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever, whenever that you may be tuning in. This is Yonks, and this is yet another office hours for myIRA.fund. And this is day 38, our 21st pre-launch office hours for myIRA.fund. So, as always, we're going to scroll through our templated agenda here, and we'll always talk about our FELG culture, fun, earning, learning, and giving. And as you can see here, don't have any details in the agenda or the office hours, and that's intentional by design. Really wanting this to be a conversation with whoever is wanting to contribute, potentially ask some questions, all of that. And if there's anybody that is on the live stream, feel free to throw in some comments. But one of the things that I did want to talk about, this came up in some pre-live stream conversation with I Am Lotus and myself, was a question around a Web3 link tree. And my personal favorite is link3.2to, and here I am at /yonks. I have no idea what this looks like to onboard in 2025. I've been on link 3.2 for a little while. And again, it's my personal favorite as far as ones that provide link tree sort of capabilities. But as you can see here, connect wallet. So I'm not going to go through and update this. Let me see what link 3.2 looks like in an incognito window. And briefly, and I'm going to throw this in here, discussing link 3.2. Here is my personal profile. So throwing that in the live stream for everybody. Oh, I didn't get the link in there to my personal profile. If you want to follow me or whatever, I don't know exactly what that looks like. It's got some pretty interesting tokenomics around like getting a DM through to somebody. Not going to unpack that. We may do a deeper dive through another channel on that later. But this is something that the trusted gateway to Web3 organizations and creators. Link3 is the all-in-one profile platform for Web3 projects, communities, and content creators that aggregates your all most important resources on a single verified access point. So, since we're here, since we're talking about it, what do you think, Lotus, about us going through the process of creating an organizational profile for myIRA.fund?
Go ahead.
All right, let's
GM,
do it.
GM
That's the
to
way.
everyone.
Yeah, GM. That's the way we roll here during our office hours. If there's not any relevant conversations, and this is something that came up, this wasn't even planned. So let me actually add that to our agenda, discussing link 3.2, a Web3 native alternative to Linktree for verified on-chain organizations. So this will be an interesting component because myIRA.fund is super fresh. I don't know what is required to be a verified on-chain organization, but let's actually figure out what that looks like. So I actually have a profile, and I'm going to open this in a new window here. This is my Brave browser profile for myIRA.fund. That's one of the ways that I keep track of different brands, different projects within our ecosystem, and we have quite a lot. Not going to unpack what quite a lot is, but you can see it through the list. But anyway, this is the myIRA.fund hot wallet for our project. So let's actually just go there to link3.2 and go through the process. I don't know if there's any, let me see. Let me actually just go through the process. I don't know if there's any referral. This would probably be kind of more self-dealing anyway. but we'll see if there's a referral link for um, myIRA.eth to refer myIRA.fund.eth as an organization. So I think that there's also a little bit of workflow here. You can see my organization. This is where you can add some stuff. This is where I can edit the profile. So yeah, anyway, setting, create your own organization and let it grow. Switch primary handle. So I think I've actually minted a cyber ID. Like I said, it's been quite a while since I went through this process. Anyway, let's go ahead and go back to the organization page here. So I'm going to go ahead and connect wallet. Coinbase wallet is what currently using for my IRAfund.eth. Sign message. Sign. And create organizational profile. First, link your email. So we're just going to link up myira.xyz@gmail.com. Send code. And I'm going to get this code in another window. So this is a know your KYC of the email. Okay, so now verify your organization review rules. Complete your verification to unlock additional features and enhance your experience. So let me see. I think I'm actually signed in to X on my IRA fund here. Yeah, so I'm already signed in here. Let me go through LinkX now. Authorize app. Change your preferred link3 URL, my IRA. Only lowercase letters, numbers. So should we call it my IRA fund or just my IRA? What do you think, I am lettuce?
I think you have to be consistent with the branding. So whatever
I'm
we've
not
been
I'm not
using.
going to disagree. I did, and this is something that we could potentially change. LinkedIn is only my IRA. Um, because it's four characters shorter, right? So
Okay.
because like here too, like the link tree, this is one of the things, we're being earlier to the space. Let me actually open this in
You
an
know,
incog.
somebody criticized me on that branding thing long time ago because I was persistent in my mission and vision on the educational platform that I was building. And I had it on 1 billion to Web3 initiative. And he said, that's too long. You need to change that. And he said, what made you think you'll have 1 billion? Here you go. Months later, people are talking about onboarding billions of people on Web3. And I said, look at that. He can't see the future. He just want to say something.
Yeah, well, and I think part of the reason too on my IRA fund, why that used fund is like I think on Twitter, like my IRA, I'm pretty sure was already a taken profile. Yeah, see, and this is one of the problems with like they don't have like this account has literally not made any posts, and somebody's been squatting this username since March 2010. So that's part of the reason that did my IRA fund, but then also that's the domain, the top level domain that we have with my IRA.fund also.
Yeah, I think Twitter has a big weight on Web3. So if you, went along with that, we'll just go along with it.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna do my IRA, because I think that that's easier just to like type out and stuff. And I'm not sure if we'll be using here. It's just a shorter URL. I don't think that there's really any different, but let's see. It'll be interesting to see here when social enter the organization official link, myIRA.fund. Next. Import root data X Twitter handle, my IRA fund, import. Um, one to 20 characters, letters, numbers, and blanks only. So I don't know if it doesn't like spaces. Maybe it doesn't like the emoji. See if it likes the period. Nope. Okay. What do you think of the bank emoji?
What are you talking about? That one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's good. It's cool.
It's something that we don't have to worry about trademarking. Bio. Let me take this out. Okay, that's 142. Next. Uh, next. 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 Finish. So this is one of the cool things about invite new members. I can't remember what email address. Let me see what email address that I used for my profile. I'm gonna throw that in real quick. And I'm not sure if we've got if we have to become a verified account for don't trust get verified. I'm not sure what the verify your organization through an authorized Twitter account with at least 1 month of history and original content. Must have an official website. Work email, industry focus. So we'll see what that looks like. Here's let me open up. I'm gonna throw this in the Zoom here for you too, or I'll send it to you on Signal. And let me open up this in an incognito window so that we can see what it looks like. So super basic, don't have any of the um, whatever it's on, but you can see very mobile responsive. Similar functionality to Linktree. perhaps it's even got some additional functionality that here. And I've never used the pro version of Linktree, and I'm not sure if we're going to continue to use Linktree for my IRA fund. But we went through the process and created our on-chain organization for myIRA.fund. And let me throw this in our Google document. I did go through whatever step to get my own custom domain. And I can't remember, like I said, it's been too long ago for me to succinctly remember what that looked like. I don't know what it looks like in 2025. And in order to get a custom, I think the custom link with the organization requires being a verified organization. But let me do a refresh and see if it has a. Let me just check the email here too. So this is, I guess, with me joining now, it looks a little different here. And now I'm an admin of my IRA fund. And let's see, it looks like can also do some image stuff. And I'm not sure what the best parameters are. Let's see. Let me see if this will work. Preview. Let me open this in an incognito window. I don't know if it saved the banner. Doesn't quite scale great, but probably be better like a different kind of. Maybe because it's on a banner. 1440 by 190. Let me see what I have here. Crop. See what that looks like now. Um, whatever. Play around with that later. It's got a banner on it. Created a link 3.2 for our organization. And currently going verification under review. And let me see the review rules again. And I don't know if we even have 1 month of history or original content. I haven't been actively posting on X. And I think the authorized X account, like, I don't know if that requires a verified organization. But anyway, that's something that we can look at. Not that big of a priority right now. Let me add this though to our Google Docs. Created our own link 3.2 organization for myIRA.fund. There's that link. I'll throw this in Telegram too. During today's office hours, during today's office hours number 21, we just copy and paste this. So that's what the preview looks like on Telegram there. Not too shabby. All right. So what else would you like to discuss today? I'm Lotus.
What do we have in our agenda? We can go through it.
Well, don't have any agenda. I mean, we could always talk about some of the things that's on the to-do list. Like one of the things that's been a prevalent conversation is our founding member agreement. And this is actually where my cursor was at here, assets that we need, founding member agreement. And I actually updated our link tree with the Google Docs link here. So yesterday we created a template. Well, not a template, and this is actually something that I think that we should turn into a template. Let me make this bigger for everybody on the other end. So this was the long version. This was a shorter version. This was created using Venice AI through DeepSeek was the LLM on the back end. And this is something that I was looking to see if there was, and we might have been talking a little bit about that. But I think that this would be a good thing to create a template within our We Own Legal Network ecosystem brand. So that's kind of the thoughts is to get this cleaned up and put in a template where somebody could fill this out. There was also a good article that I was looking at. I think it was from Harvard Business. Let's see, founding. Oh, yes, here it is. Harvard Business School, hbs.edu. In the Rock Center Startup Guide. Key terms to include in a founder's agreement. And what we're doing is, I think, a little bit different than a founder's agreement, but it's also want to have some of the ethos and some of the consideration surrounding that. So let me link this up here. I'll throw it in our Telegram. Key terms to include in a founder's agreement. So also discussing, and this is hbs.edu. I'm not going to put that in there. So this provides some additional research and context for consideration. And let me actually add this to this home tab. And I'm going to put in rename home. Overview. Let me add additional reference. Oh, Okay, key terms. This is hbs.edu. So clean this up a little bit later. But this is the other thing too, wanting to talk about here, and this is something that we've been talking about, and we're going to actually do a tools deep dive working group. And this is one of the things that I will do pretty much immediately after we get off the conversation. But we are going to do a deep dive with the Collabberry team during our 1 p.m. Eastern office hours on Friday. And let me actually put Discord right here. I'm going to go into streamer mode on Discord. Let's see, streamer mode, enable streamer mode. Okay. So here on Discord in the RNDAO, we have a conversation. So this is 11 a.m. on February the 14th, Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is a conversation that facilitated Kanzi.land, had a one-on-one conversation yesterday with them. And this is a thread that created within the RNDAO project unit for Collabberry on the RNDAO Discord. So this is something, again, we're going to do a tools deep dive working group. I'll get that event created on Luma, and you'll be able to find that through our events section on AiAgents.Box. Like taking a look at that Luma calendar, this link will bring open a filter for myIRA.fund. And then this will be a tools working group that will be on the calendar for Friday. And you can see there's not any dots because I don't have any events after today right now. We're going to continue to host these 3-day working groups, 2 office hours at 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're on the 6 p.m. Eastern time slot right now. But this is where we're going to do a deeper dive on Collabberry. And let me actually show you the team. And this is where we're going to get a little guidance from the Collabberry team as far as getting our project set up for myIRA.fund. So this is what it looks like. Tyler and I have went through the onboarding process, but we haven't added any agreements and we don't have any rounds configured. So this is something that we're looking to understand what this process looks like with the Collabberry team again on Friday. So this is something I am Lotus. I'll help you get figured out. And if you want to hop on a side conversation after this, or we can just stay on here after we finish up the live stream, and I can help you get onboarded here into our team because wanting to hit rubber meets the road on using this tool because this is one of the things that wanting to incorporate into our founding member agreement. Like over here, like I mentioned, probably going to use the shorter version template. And in the contributions, we will reflect in here that the contributors will be reflecting resources as far as time contributions here. We'll add some additional details surrounding the equity aspect of what we're wanting to include in the founding member agreement as well. So anyway, we'll talk more about Collabberry as I mentioned on Friday. So let me make a reference to that on our office hours. And that's again an action item for myself is to create the Luma event, discussed our upcoming deep dive slash tools working group on Friday with Collabberry.xyz team, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 14th February 2025. All right. So next item. Going over here to our page, one of the things that I spent a little bit of cycles on was getting the KYC portion stood up. And the goal is to have a custom URL, something similar to this. And let me see what I've got over here. Let me see if I've got it in another window. Okay, project. Let me bring this open. So here's what this window looks like for myIRA.fund, and we're in the pre-publishing project steps right now. And basically, one of the things that we need to do is to pay a bill. And this is one of the first bills that we will have under the myIRA.fund project. We're still working on setting up some of this, but for now, we created a sub account to keep some things separate as far as some of the costs that we're doing for this. So that's and one of the things, let me actually go here. So this is what our verification flow looks like. So like I added the Twitter link and the Telegram here, and might have to have some of these other capabilities to do some of this. I'm trying to scroll down here. So I think that let me click on the preview. So I don't know if this is what it'll look like when somebody opens up the KYC in their like mobile browser or on their browser, but this is where we're going to be doing our KYC solution, Know Your Customer. And this is one of the things that will be a work in progress. We would really like to move the KYC functionality away from the organization into the AI agency that we help create for individuals for their individual retirement arrangement. And that's what, for those people that may be wondering, that's actually what IRA stands for. IRA, Individual Retirement Arrangement, is an IRS created tax advantaged situation for United States citizens. So myIRA.fund is a dynamic that only US citizens will be able to take advantage of. Now, we're absolutely planning to utilize a lot of the technology and the agency that we create for similar sorts of situations where they wouldn't have the tax advantage situation. And not sure what that will be called. Right now, the focus is to get a traction around a better solution for U.S. citizens in this tax advantage. It's one of the best tax advantage situations. Not going to unpack that right now because that's more of a conversation that you should have with a potentially a financial professional. But this is a solution that we really want to provide people such as myself that don't mind self-managing our own finances. So this is a self-directed IRA product that we're creating. Anyway, enough about the KYC. So I'm going to make reference to that real quick here. Briefly discussed forward progress with implementing our KYC solution, which is synapse.io. All right. So going back to deliverables, founding member agreement. So I'm going to put create a redirect here at agree.myira.fund. And this is going to be a work in progress. And and I'm going to put this in here too for this redirect doesn't work yet. Comment. Okay. So this has been on my action plate for a little while here. This is a formality that just need to do. Create more IRA branding. Like let me add the link 3.2, link 3.2, web 3 native alternative to Linktree. I'll add that link in later. So this is what we're talking about, the founding member agreement. And I need to update that. Talked about the business plan yesterday. So this is another opportunity here, lower priority, document the user journey. We're still processing or creating the user journey. And looking here, we're hoping to be in the alpha phase here by the end of this week, if not sooner. And what that means is this is the slide, one of the slides, one of the finished, well, almost finished slide from the pitch deck that's very much a work in progress. But right now we're in the pre-launch phase. This isn't even, the pre-launch phase isn't even reflected on here. So like right now we're talking about that this is office hours 21. Like when we flip the switch, like pre-launch coming soon, we're going to flip the switch and we're going to be in the alpha phase of our product development lifecycle. That's when we're going to start onboarding founding members. So that'll create a new series here, no longer in the pre-launch series. So that will flip the switch again to our next season. But anyway, gonna continue to work. Like that's one of the things that Tyler and I are gonna work on is getting a template created for founding member agreement, and then we're gonna take that template and add the details. The template will likely be a document that we just functionally open source for our ecosystem to make it easy. And you know, at the end of the day, this is basically just taking some of the stuff from uh, DeepSeek that did on a founding member agreement, and then iterated it slightly, and some of the verbiage that's going to change. Like here, any amendments, any changes must be made in writing and signed by all founders. Like one of the things, and this is another opportunity because we actually created our DAO portal or our voting portal on snapshots. Let's actually go there to snapshot real quick. Snapshot.box. So this is our ecosystem 3-win social, and this is AiAgents.Box. And let's see, get your space verified. Only admins could see this. So this is slightly some new workflow that I didn't see before. I wonder what this means here. Get your space verified. To get your space verified on Snapshot, ensure it meets these criteria. Have at least 5 followers, have at least 10 votes, have a treasury configured, verified ownership through an official website, GitHub, or a tweet. Please contact the support in the snapshot. So this is one of the main catalysts that we'll need to do, and this is something that we can put on the roadmap. See, this is how distractions happen. So I'll put this here as a next, create a next act or and create an action item for the future. And I don't know if we have a great place for this to get our snapshot space verified. And here's the link for that. So going back to AiAgents.Box, myIRA.Fund, and look, we have 3 proposals, 9 votes already. So get your first 10 votes. We're almost there. Like, look at that. We'll be there with our next proposal, and our next proposal will likely be to approve the billing for Synapse KYC, just to put that out there. So I'll work on creating a draft proposal for that. But with that being a decent cost from CapEx, OpEx, having that, checking some boxes here for best practices. Anyway, the main catalyst that will take a little bit of time is the 5 followers, but that should be an easy thing to get done. So I think that we can get this verified here in the next couple of days for myIRA.fund. But anyway, we're here, 4 minutes left. What do you have any final thoughts for us? I'm Lotus.
No, I'm just following your uh, guide here. Good thing that we have moved the needle forward again.
Yeah, inch by inch, day by day. That's what we do on the office hours. And we're gonna have our upcoming office hours for AiAgents.Box here in 4 hours. Continue to move the conversation forward. May have some carryover from today, and just take a look at where we're at to move that forward. One of the main things that I still have a personal action item to do is to create a invitation blog post on Yonk's team for Yonk's invitation to join AiAgents.Box as a founding member. We're having a much lower barrier of entry for AiAgents.Box, only $7 a year. That's going to really be the minimum viable community participation dynamic for people within our ecosystem to ultimately gain access to our on-chain ambassador program, which is, I like to say, and will continue to say, our secret sauce for achieving a network effect and network effects with what we're building in 2025 and beyond. But that's still rubber meets the road, and time will tell on that. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking, stop the screen share here, and let you chime in any final thoughts or send us with an adieu.
We'll see you later, guys.
Till next time, everybody.